Hello students, time for maths class. I am back with my new video. Students, in the previous class I gave you the revision of exercise 8 ABC. I gave you these questions and I wrote some hints also. These exercises, and I cross this question and this question and this total 4 questions I crossed because these questions are related with exercise 8D. So I crossed them. Remaining questions are related to exercise 8A, 8B, 8C. I hope all of you will have completed your this homework. Students, don't be lazy. I will check your notebooks, so update your work. Today I will explain the next topic, that is GST. GST means Goods and Services Tax. All of you have heard this word GST. So let us start. The word tax is derived from the Latin word taxo, which means I estimate. Tax is the amount of money charged by the government on various activities such as income. Goods and Service Tax, commonly known as GST, is applicable on every value addition. The Goods and Service Tax Act was passed in the Parliament on 29th of March 2017. The Act came into effect on 1st July 2017. So student, when this Goods and Service Tax Act was passed in the Parliament on 29th March 2017, and when it was applied on the public on 1st July 2017. All of you are familiar with this term GST. This is a type of tax which is applicable on every value addition. GST is the indirect tax levied by the Government of India on the manufacturers, sellers and consumers of consumer goods and service at the national level. What is GST? GST is a type of indirect tax which is applicable on manufacturers, sellers and consumers also by the Government of India. It is applied at every point of sale, means at every step of sale, whether a product is sold one time or two times or 4 times, at every step it is applicable. Thus a consumer has to pay only to the last dealer or supplier in the supply chain. Students, you know always for a product there is a supply chain. We will read in this topic about supply chain, but a consumer has to pay this tax GST to the last dealer, means from where we buy a product, whether it is a dealer or supplier or retailer, we have to pay only them. Now let us try to understand more about Goods and Services Tax. It is a comprehensive, multi-stage, destination-based tax that will be levied on every value addition. Levied means, see here this word levied. Imposed, tax जो लगाया जाता है, levied means लगाया. Now first is multi-stage. GST is levied from the manufacturer to final sale in multiple stages an item goes through. They are, see this chain, supply chain. First, purchase of raw material. To manufacture any item, first of all, a person purchases raw material. Then production or manufacturer. Then by using that raw material, person manufactures or produces an item. Then after manufacturing finished products in the warehouse, that item after production or manufactured, it is finished, finishing is done of that product in the warehouse. Sale to wholesaler. From the warehouse, that product goes to wholesaler and then to the retailer. From wholesaler, from warehouse it goes to wholesaler, then from wholesaler it goes to retailer. Then from retailer, sale to the end customer. We are the end customer. We purchase any item from the shop, that is retailer. Purchase of raw material. Suppose we have business of manufacturing namkeen. We have namkeen factory. Then for manufacture to make in a type of namkeen, we need gram flour, that is besan, salt, red chili and so many other materials, that is raw material. Then from that raw material, a manufacturer manufactures namkeen. Then from after manufacturing that namkeen, it is packed in the packets. Then from there it goes to wholesaler, then to the retailer, and from retailer we buy that packets. Now next is destination based. If the goods manufactured in Karnataka are sold to the consumer in Kerala, where goods is manufactured, it is in Karnataka, and then after manufacturing in Karnataka, it is sold to the consumer in Kerala. Tax revenue at consumption level will go to Kerala, not to Karnataka. This tax is destination based. Next, value addition. See, this is related to this multi-stage. Value addition, a manufacturer has to pay GST on buying raw materials. When a manufacturer buys raw material, then he have to pay GST for buying raw materials and also on production of goods. And when he manufactures goods, then also he has to pay GST. The agent or distributor will pay GST to warehousing and packing. The retailer pays GST for marketing and advertising. A retailer pays GST for what? For marketing and advertising. At each level, the value is added on the product. Finally, consumer pays GST on buying the goods. Who is the last payer of GST? We, consumers. Then components of GST. What are the components of GST? There are 3 taxes applicable under GST. Under GST, 3 types of taxes are applicable. First is CGST. GST means Goods and Services Tax. C means central government. CGST is collected by the central government on an intra-state sale. And SGST is collected by the state government on an intra-state sale. CGST is by central government and SGST is by state government. IGST is collected by the central government for interstate sale. This is intrastate. See the word intrastate, and this is interstate sale. Now, difference between VAT and GST. Value added tax and goods services tax. Value added tax, commonly known as VAT, is applicable for goods sold. VAT is only applicable for goods sold and GST is based on the VAT calculation. But there are some differences between GST and VAT. What are these differences? VAT is a consumption tax levied on the value addition, this one, at each stage of production or distribution of goods, while GST is a destination based tax. This destination based tax charged on the manufacturer, sale and consumption of goods and services. VAT is applicable on the sale of goods, only sale of goods, and GST is applicable to both supply of goods and services also. VAT is compulsory if the turnover is greater than 10 lakh. GST is compulsory if the turnover is greater than 20 lakh. VAT is paid when your turnover is 10 lakh, greater than 10 lakh, while GST is paid if turnover is greater than 20 lakhs. Now, VAT is seller state collects the revenue in case of VAT, and in case of GST, consumer state collects the revenue. These are the four differences between VAT and GST. Now, how we calculate GST? Calculation of GST. GST is divided into 5 tax slabs for collection of tax. 0%, 5%, 12%, 18%, 28%. These are the 5 slabs, 5 tax slabs for GST collection. How we calculate GST? GST, amount of GST is equal original price into GST percent upon 100. And net price, original price plus GST. What is original price? You can understand this original price just like mark price. For example, if the original cost of an item is 250, what is the original cost? It is 250. Then by adding 5% GST, we will add 5% GST. Then what will be the amount of GST? Original price is 250. Multiply GST percent is 5 upon this 100. Simplify it, 5 0 cancel, 5 into 5, 5 2 are 10, it is 25 upon 2. When we divide this 25 by 2, we get 12 rupees 50 paise. The net price of item will be this 250 plus this 12.50, it will be 262.50 rupees. If the original cost of an item is 550, then by adding 12%, this is the second slab of GST. Now this is third slab. Then GST amount will be original price into GST percent. Original price 550 into GST percent upon 100. You again simplify it, we will get 66 rupees. Then the net price of item will be this 550 plus this 66. It is 616. So students, you notice that net price is always greater than original price. Original price is less than net price and net price is greater than original price. Now come to the examples. I explain you example because there is some mistake in the example. See example 11. Find the GST percent for the following. These two formulas are, this is the formula for GST amount, not GST percent. And this is formula for net price. Now in the example, we have to find this GST percent. Find the GST percent for the following. Original amount is 450 and the net amount is 504. Just now I told you that net amount is always greater than original amount. So original amount 450 rupees and net amount is 504 rupees. Now net amount is equal original amount plus GST. Then GST will be this net amount. Take this original amount to this side. It will be net amount minus original amount is equal GST. Here in a book it is written GST is equal original amount minus net amount. This is wrong. This is GST is equal, cut this original, it is net amount minus original amount. Then net amount is 504 minus original amount is 450. So we get 54 rupees. Now formula for GST percent. GST percent means GST upon original amount into 100. GST is 54 rupees. Original amount is 450 into 100. 0 0 cancel. 5 2 10, 5 9 45, 9 1 9, 9 6 54, 6 2 12%. GST percent is 12%. Now come to the B part. GST amount is given 196 and net amount is given 896. Again we have to find GST percent. So again using this formula, original amount will be this net amount. This time take this GST to this side. Net amount and take this GST to this side. Then we will get net amount minus GST is equal original amount. Original amount is equal net amount minus GST. Then net amount is 896 minus GST is 196. We get 700 rupees. You cut this line. No need to write this line. Then GST percent. Formula for GST percent again GST upon original amount into 100. GST is 196. Original amount 700 multiply 100. 0 0 cancel, 0 0 cancel. 7 1 7, 7 2 14. 5 remainder 56, 7 8 56. 28%. Clear? Now come to the exercise. Exercise 8D. Complete the following table. There is a table. Students, first you make correction here also. In part B it is given 75 rupees. This is 525, not 75. See here, net price is only 75 and price of the item original price is 500. How it is possible? So make correction here. This is rupees 525. This is the table. I have drawn this table here. See. First we will solve, then we will fill the table. I have filled the table after solving these parts with pencil. So in A part it is given price of the item. Price of the item means original price. Original price rupees 45 and GST percent is 0%. First slab. Then GST we will calculate GST amount. GST amount is 0% of original price. GST is always calculated on original price, not net price. Then 0% means 0 upon 100. Of means multiply. Original price is 45 rupees. 45 zeros are 0 upon 100. 0 upon 100 means 0 rupees. Then net price is equal original price plus GST. Original price is 45 rupees, GST is 0, then 45 plus 0, 45 rupees. Now come to B part. It's B part. In B part it is given original price 500 rupees. See in the book. Original price 500 rupees and net price 525 rupees. Then first we will find GST. GST is equal net price minus original price. Net price is 525 minus original price is 500. Then GST will be rupees 25. Now GST percent. Because we have to fill the blank part of this table. So GST percent is equal GST upon original amount into 100. GST is 25 rupees. Original amount is 500 rupees into 100. 0 0 cancel. 0 0 cancel. 5 1 5, 5 5 25. So GST percent is 5%. Come to next part, C. C part is original price is given 950 and net price is given 1216. Then GST is equal net price 1216 minus 950. We get 266 rupees. Now GST percent is equal GST upon original amount into 100. GST is 266. Original amount is 950. Multiply this 100. 0 0 cancel. 5 2 10. 5 1 5. 4 remainder 45. 5 9 45. 266 multiply by 2. 2 6 are 12, carry 1. 2 6 are 12 and 1 13, carry 1. 2 2 are 4 and 1 5 upon this 19. When we divide this 532 by 19, we get 28. So GST percent is 28%. Now D part. In D part, GST percent is given. It is 5%. GST is equal rupees 325 rupees. See here in the book. This is percentage of GST 5%. GST amount is rupees 3.25 and net price is 68.25 rupees. So I have written this one. Now again we will use this formula. GST percent is equal GST upon original amount into 100. GST percent is given 5% equal GST is given 3.25 upon original amount. We do not know. We have to find this one. Multiply 100. Then by cross multiply 5 multiply original amount is equal 3.25 multiply 100. Now original amount is equal 3.25 multiply 100 upon this 5. 5 1 ja 5, 5 2 ja 10, 0 ja. When we multiply this 3.25 with 20, we get 65 rupees. This is the original amount. And in this part only we have to find its original amount, or we can say original price. Now come to question number 2. Okay students, today we will do only up to question number 1. Question number 2, 3, 4 we will do in the next class. So complete your work. First you watch and listen this video very carefully, then write in your notebooks. If you have any problem or any difficulty, if you are not able to understand at any step, you can ask me. Thank you students.